Let's give her a real Western welcome to Miss Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline was born Virginia Patterson Hensley on September 8, 1932, in Winchester, Virginia. The musically inclined child taught herself to play piano at age 8 and would later develop a passion for singing. Cline dropped out of school at age 15 to support her family after her father deserted her mother and 2 siblings. At the same time, Cline started performing in local nightclubs, sporting Western outfits made by her mother. She also performed a cabaret act in the style of her primary influence, Helen Morgan. In 1952, Cline met local country band leader Bill Peer, who encouraged her to change her name to Patsy. A year later, Cline married her first husband, Gerald Cline. The relationship would only last 4 years, but the surname would remain with Patsy forever. In 1955, Cline signed with 4-Star Records, a label associated with a subsidiary of Decca Records, and cut her first record, A Church, a Courtroom, and Then Goodbye.
Then the clerk wrote her story in the record. A church, a courtroom, and then goodbye. We walked from...
Although Cline found the relationship with the label stifling, she recorded over 50 singles there in the honky-tonk or rockabilly genre. None of them were very successful. In 1956, Cline met her second husband, Charlie Dick, with whom she would have 2 children. On January 21, 1957, success came calling when Cline performed on Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scout show. Introduced by her mother acting as her talent scout, Cline sang Walkin' After Midnight at the insistence of the show's producers.
Walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking.
She was also encouraged to ditch the Western outfits for a cocktail dress, which would become her signature look. Audiences went wild with Cline's performance, and the song shot to the number 2 spot on the country charts and number 12 on the pop charts, making Cline one of the first country acts with crossover success. In August 1958, Cline and her husband moved to Nashville and signed with manager Randy Hughes. In 1960, she joined the Grand Ole Opry and signed with Decca Records. A year later, Cline released the ballad I Fall to Pieces, which featured lush instrumentation and backing vocals by Elvis Presley's backing band, the Jordanaires.
I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name.
The song reached the top spot on the country charts and was also a crossover success. Always known as a generous person, Cline shared the fruits of her success, often mentoring rising stars such as Loretta Lynn and Dottie West, and giving friends money to cover rent so they could pursue their dreams. On June 14, 1961, Cline and her brother Sam were involved in a serious car accident. Cline spent a month in the hospital. 6 weeks after the accident, Cline found herself in the recording studio working on her next huge hit, the Willie Nelson penned Crazy.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I am crazy.
The song would be her biggest pop success. In January 1962, Cline released her second number 1 hit, She's Got You.
And it's signed with love, just like it used to be. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got your picture, she's got you.
She quickly became country music's biggest female star, becoming the first woman in country music to perform at New York's Carnegie Hall in a concert with such notables as Jim Reeves and Farron Young. Cline's success, however, could not ward off a sense of impending doom, as she told her friends she did not expect to live much longer and began giving away personal items. During a party held February 7, 1962, to mark the recording of her 4th album, Cline held up a copy of the first record and gestured towards the recording booth, referencing her newest tracks, and said, "Well, here it is, the first and the last." On March 3, 1963, Cline performed her new single, I'll Sail My Ship Alone at a benefit concert in Kansas City, Kansas. On March 5, 1963, she boarded a plane, piloted by her manager Randy Hughes, home to Nashville. She never made it. The plane went down in Camden, Tennessee, killing everyone on board. Patsy Cline was only 29 years old. In addition to Cline, country music lost two other stars, Cowboy Copas and Hacksaw Hawkins. Patsy Cline was buried at Shenandoah Memorial Park in Winchester, Virginia. With the help of Loretta Lynn and Dottie West, a bell tower was erected at the cemetery in her memory, which plays hymns daily at 6 p.m., the hour of her death. 10 years after her death, Cline became the first woman inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame.
While I give to you and you give to me true love, true love.
Patsy Cline, a generous, talented force of nature whose lush voice made her an icon, often imitated but never rivaled, remains a muse for artists of all generations, inspiring films, theater productions, books, and countless singers.
Love forever true.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe.